Welcome, my name is Magnus and today we're using this pink disc. This disc is crazy, it's probably one of the most overstable discs ever made. Hold on here, you're probably gonna see a lot of flick shots today. This will be the first. Not over the trees, sadly. So if you haven't seen one of my world's best disc videos yet, the concept is pretty simple. I can only use this disc for all the shots on my round here at Tilst Disc Golf Course. We're playing the long tees and we're gonna see how it goes. And one thing more to mention, right now the Axiom Hex and the Axiom Envy are the best disc in the world at 5 under par. So that's what the tilt is going to be today. And as I just told you, no putters are allowed. So if you haven't heard of this disc before, I will show the flight numbers. They are completely crazy. It is 9 in speed, 1 in glide. Normally a disc has around 5, but this one has 1. Then it has 1 high speed turn, and it's not a negative one, it's a positive one, so it goes to the left at high speeds. And then it has a fade of 6. And the fun thing about this is if you tilt it around, flight numbers are still the same. But hole 2 here, when this disc first got out, a lot of people tried to throw it upside down and it went further. Let me give you an upside down throw here. Try to flex it. Because this one is 122 meters and a tilt has never gone that far. It goes way further upside down. So the tilt was created by Simon Lissat as some sort of a fun disc. He wanted to create the most overstable disc ever. But it's also very useful in this type of situation where you have to go up and down. Let me show you. Right by the pin. So I might not like to get putts further than this today because I don't think this guy putts too well. So I did this challenge with the splice and with the Stone OS, and you seem to love when I struggle. So I decided I will take the big brother of those two to tilt. So here you have it. Hole number 3, you have to go to the left. This disc should actually be perfect for this shot because it will just hit the ground and skip left. Let's see if that is what happens. I might have hit something on the ground because it only did a little tricker on the ground, not a big skip. So you can't argue with science. The best disc in the world is the Envy and the Hex. I tested it myself, but I like the Thunderbird a lot, so that's probably my favorite disc. But let me know what you think the best disc in the world is. The one disc that you always take out and just goes where you want it to go. Put it down in the comments, please. Wait. Okay, so we can kind of make flex putts with this because it is so overstable that when I put it out on Anheuser, it will actually come back. So far, no harm done. If we somehow make it around here in even par with the tilt, I am very satisfied. And I think it is possible to do a good score here. We find hole number 4. I will try the upside down thing again. Try to throw it a bit lower. The one thing about the upside down is that your thumb is gonna hurt. I knew what I signed up for, I guess. But let's do it. Well, we somehow made it out onto the grassy fields through all the trees on the left side. Vamonos! So just to give you a perspective of how unlikely what I just did was. Look, the tee pad is that way. But we have to go over there and we have to do it with the tilt. So the thing about the upside down shot is that the release point is a little different because you do not grab the disc normally like this, you grab it like this. So I think you naturally release it a little bit earlier. I have not thrown that many upside down shots before this, but I think we need one here to get to birdie putt. I mean, flies just like an FD3 or splice when you throw it upside down. So it's kind of nice. So until now we've done pretty well, but I don't know if we'll be able to get any birdies today. There are some holes that we can get, but I have to focus up. Oh man, my thumb is hurting so much. I think I'll jump putt this. Hopefully it did not roll to the right. Did you see this rolling to the right? What in the world? So my disc landed on hyzer. Like this. Yeah. And decided to roll up the hill. And land right. Oh, yo. Land right there. Ground, what are you doing to me? Completely imbalanced. Hey, look! A pond! And there's eyes on it. Eyes on the prize, as they tell you. I don't know if we can get a tilt there. But like I thought with the Zone OS, just gotta throw it on a lot of Anheuser. And very hard. Skip! Sit down. Nah, fam. That is brutal. I was up right by the pin. And now we're just into the water. Man, it's right there. Let me show you how the line is. Because the line is brutal. It's out by a couple centimeters. For all the glory. And I got no glory. Let me tell you one thing, I did not think this one through. So it's Monday today and I played 2 tournaments in the weekend. And my body needs to rest. Instead, I decided to film this video where I have to throw a tilt full power every single shot. I'm a genius. Hole 6, very long. A little high. So let's just do the upside down once again. Another one. We got a tailwind here making this disc more overstable. So that's the best upside down shot I've had. I really tried to force it into the ground because I've been doing nose up. I don't know if you can say nose up when you throw it upside down, but I've been throwing it into the sky. And that one went much more like a normal disc. So I've been throwing it a lot of upside down now. Let's throw it the right way before one flex. That disc is so crazy. So we're just outside circle 1 at 10.5 meters. So let me jump putt this and see if the short jump putts is the thing for this disc. I give it way more credit than it has to. I think the disc will just go straight, to be honest. Just like that. But it is a bogey. So if this is your first time watching this channel, I want to say a warm welcome to you. Feel free to subscribe to see more videos like this. Now we have hole 7. It could be birdied. Also with a tilt. So just have to throw it on a lot of Anheuser. Low. Let the tilt do this. Zing zing. Let's get inside circle 1. That will be the goal. We're actually just outside circle 1 once again, this time 12 meters I think. And I know that the sun is shining right down on the basket. But I tried to move the camera into different positions, but it's just followed the basket. Maybe it's the light shining down and showing me where to go. How poetic. What a good putt. But still only a par. So I think the only way I reach this par 3 is by throwing it upside down. And I'm sorry if you're tired of seeing me throwing upside down. But I want to give you the best score possible. Why did that tree stand right there? Was a little short anyways. So this is that weird approach range between a throw and a putt. Do we try to finesse it like I would do with Cristiano Ronaldo? Suey? That was very finessed. And it nearly went in the basket. I feel it in my thumb that I am playing with the tilt. Welcome to Throwing Ups Down. This is our biggest hope of a birdie today. The turtle hole.
Hello there.
Just a short little 50, 60 meter uphill shot. Little wind from the right. Birdie. So now that we're not a complete embarrassment because we got a birdie, I can play freely, and I will do that on hole 10. Just a forehand flexor. Normally use an FD3 here, Draco, like disc. So today I have to give it a lot of Anheuser. That was in fact a lot of Anheuser, and I think we got a good ways down there. So it's another one of those close jump putts. Oh, a tree fell down. Stand up again, tree. We'll be alright. So I tried to putt it straighter, and I think that's what I gotta do. And now we're in the tree. This is the tightest fairway on the course, and that is why I will now try to see how it rolls in a forehand roller. Flat down. I heard that this is actually able to roll to the right because it got so much weight over here. But let's see. I'll just try to check it flat down over this. It's actually decent. It did try to roll to the right. That is a weird disc. So if you squint your eyes very close together, you can see the yellow band down between the trees. So I'll try the flex forehand out to the right. I threw it a bit too high. I was trying to find out if the tilt would act less overstable if I threw it less hard, because that was the case with the Zone OS. The harder I threw it, the more overstable it was. So I thought, if I smooth this tilt down the fairway, will it just fly normally? And no, it will not. So now we have to struggle around here at 20 meters, but there is actually a putt available. So every time I get a par in this challenge, I cannot be angry, because tilt is a very hard disc to do good with, but I still want to get birdies. So you have to go really far until 12 here, and there's no headwind. I thought that headwind would be a good thing to us today because it would hold the Anheuser a little more. So I guess we're gonna try the roller once again. Hope for the best. Stand up, tilt, stand up. So I think we rolled back in bounds. We'll go have a look. Look at that. Safe with the edge of our fingertips. Now we have to go that way. It is not OB, so I can throw from out here. It's hazard. So I'll just try to put it to the gap. We take a happy par. It will be hard to take our happy par from there. Well. This is not a good spot to be. The only thing I have is a roller. And I think we have reached the point where the only goal this tilt has is to beat the Zone OS. So let me plug out the Zone OS score on screen. That is the score we're going to beat from now on. I hope we will beat it. I rolled straight into a tree. Just go around with the 0 fine, but you're not fine. Ah! Come on. It ended up well. I hit a little branch, but hey, it ended up well. Remember, well. Beautiful. That's not a bogey. We're back to 2 over par. Loving life. And we have reached mission impossible right here. Hole number 13. And maybe we rolled it here actually, because it will never go to the left. It will only go to the right. And here we wanted to go to the right. So now we actually have a small gap to hit. Wait a minute. That was not what I intended, but I think we'll take it. Up and down time. I was down, but now I'm up. Come on. So this hole is very hard when a disc that doesn't know what straight is. So I'll try backhand like this. That is such a good attempt. I should have thrown it a little harder with a little more Anheuser. Who would have thought? It's the tilt. Another circle 2-1. This one is for you sitting there watching. Because I do like you even though I missed the putt. Hole 15. This is our second best chance to get a birdie. So let's not mess it up. We have to get as far down there towards the woods as possible. And don't go in the water. So I'll just throw this one upside down, hope for the best. Sit right there. Sit right there. So good length. Now we just have to approach. So this shot is skipper. Let me give you a one-on-one lesson how to skip. Take an overstable disc, preferably a driver. Throw it into the ground with hyzer and watch it dance over to the left, or if it's a forehand, to the right, like this. Perfect spot for a little birdie. Come on now, come on now, come on now, come on now. Good! Let's go back to only 1 over par. So the score we're trying to beat, you know right now, it's +7. So we have 6 strokes to play with here on these very tough holes. This first one, you have to go a lot to the left. So the tilt is actually perfect for that. So hopefully we can throw a forehand flex, approach, get a par, and then we're in a very good spot. So I just found out that I forgot to start the camera. My disc was laying right here. Picked it up, threw it on the forehand, flew through the trees, and now it's by the basket. You can see it up there. Let me see where we can find. Yeah, right there. So it landed right here. I am so happy. Par. Let's go. That's a very good score in this hole. Let's not make 6 strokes over par in the next 2 holes. Hole 17. I called this one many names, but let's try to call it the Sunshine Hole today. So I really want to try the forehand roller because it goes to the right, but as I see it right here, I don't know. Let's throw a forehand instead. Flex out to the left. That is so good. Yes! To get to the perfect spot, we needed a little more over there. So instead, we have to go down this a long way. And since I cannot throw, cut rollers with this, just try to roll it straight. Hopefully it stops at some point, hit a tree, or gets to the basket. Who knows? Oh no. Hit a tree hard. That tree? No. No. I decided to get on to hole number 4. Welcome to the tee pad of hole number 4. I would actually play down the fairway of hole number 3. I think I got better options that way. So that's about it. Tilt. That might actually be putting. I've never done this before. Please don't try to do this yourself. I am a trained professional and no humans, trees or discs were harmed during the process. The only thing harmed is my scorecard. But somehow this is for par. Man, what a par this would be. It did not fade. I guess bogey is also fine. Hole 18. Time for the last forehand roll of the day, hopefully. That went very inside, but it nestled up in this tree. My name is Magnus Hedegaard, and this is the big flex jumping part. Next time that I will do a world's best disc video, we might see a lot more green leaves on the trees. I look forward to that. But before we get there, let's actually make a nice putt. Nice putt. Let's check out the leaderboards. So now that you know what the best disc in the world is, I will say thank you for watching. Bye.